Good morning, everyone. I'm Rod Alberts. Well, I'm excited to hear that. Thanks for being here. What a great time after all this period that we haven't had a show. And right here in Detroit, we're doing this on Woodward Avenue. But again, I'm Rod Alberts, Executive Director of the Detroit Auto Dealers Association, and welcome to the first ever Motorbella. I would like to thank Governor Whitmer for joining us today before she heads up to Mackinac. We had planned to have the governor arrive at the track stage in a May mobility vehicle, but we'll do that next time. It's hard to believe it's been 981 days since we had an auto show. And although we weren't able to have the North American International Auto Show, we knew there was an opportunity out there to create something different and dynamic, something that would be outdoors and safe for everyone and put people in cars. The result is what you see here today, Motorbella. Of course, there are many people who have helped make this event a reality. We'd like to thank the Pontiac Mayor Waterman and the City of Pontiac for their hospitality. A special thanks to Oakland County Executive David Coulter. David, could you stand up, please? Dave's a great guy. And I think I heard this morning, go green, right? Go green. Okay. And I didn't know for sure you're going to make it today, but Michael Bouchard, our Sheriff of Oakland County. Thanks, Michael. And there's Mayor Waterman. You did make it. So please stand up, please. Pontiac Mayor Waterman, thank you. And a huge shout out to Tim McGrain and the M1 Concourse team for providing such an incredible backdrop for our event. I'd like to also recognize our DADA team. These are the car dealers who volunteer their time and talents in bringing this together. Our Motorbella chairman, Doug North. Doug, you've been working with me for 3 years, longest serving chairman in history. Also, to run through, because they've worked diligently every week with me, Joe Lunghammer, Thad Zott, Carl Zimmerman, Todd Zott, Bill Golling, Sam Slaughter, Paul Sabatini, and Scott LaRich, as well as our good friend Doug Fox. I'm really privileged to work with this group. And again, they were the masterminds with me to figure this thing out, to do something that nobody else has ever done when a lot of shows are being canceled. And now I'd like to introduce a member of that group, the chairman of Motorbella. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Doug North.
Thanks, Rod, and thank you all for being here today. And also thank you for your patience over the past 2 years, 2.5 years, and for your support of our show. It hasn't been easy for our dealer board to wait patiently for this day. Car dealers don't wait very well, but we couldn't be more excited for you to see what we have in store for you today. We've got a full lineup for the next 2 days, including some exciting reveals and great mobility programming, not to mention plenty of ride and drives and hot lap experiences, and Automobility, our technology showcase presented by the Michigan Economic Development Corporation. Of course, we can't talk about Motorbella without recognizing some very important folks, our sponsors. And we would like to begin by thanking our premier sponsors, the Michigan Economic Development Corporation, Delta Airlines, Michelin, who is once again hosting our wonderful media center and has been a partner of ours for over 30 years. And special thanks to our presenting sponsor, PNC Bank, and also our official sponsors, Eichen Corporation, Bosch, Magna International, and International Outdoor. And our grateful thanks to Key Bank, sponsors of our Hot Track, where you'll see plenty of excitement throughout the week. Also to Autodesk, the sponsor of our Concourse Event Center presentations over the next 2 days. And lastly to Molly for providing the hospitality area for attendees. Please join me in thanking these fine companies for their support of our event. And now it is my pleasure to introduce a leader who has been fully committed to our shows, who is an advocate for promoting emerging mobility technology, and who has demonstrated strong support for our community of dealers. She's the 49th governor of the great state of Michigan. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our governor, the Honorable Gretchen Whitmer.
Thank you. Good morning. It's great to be here in Pontiac. Great to be here with so many phenomenal leaders and problem solvers. You know, Michigan's a place that put the world on wheels, and today we continue to lead the way and build the future of mobility and electrification. Our rich history and our bright future come together right here at Motorbella. And I'm proud to be here today as we celebrate the opening of this innovative approach to auto shows. I want to congratulate Doug and Rod and their entire teams for pushing through all of the uncertainty and adversity that we've all been confronting with COVID-19 to bring Motorbella 2021 to life. I encourage people to come and experience this year's outdoor interactive Motorbella, where you can both find your next car and witness firsthand how our state is not just driving the future, but speeding toward it. The future of mobility, the future of electrification, the future of technology, the future of accessible, affordable transportation. I'm excited by the investments that we've made in the future of mobility and electrification, because just in the past few weeks, we have announced a number of things. The Detroit Smart Parking Lab. It's a first of its kind, real-world test site for parking solutions. An MOU with our neighbors in Ontario to spur technology innovations and transportation solutions that enhance border crossings by land, air, and water. And a $440,000 Michigan Mobility Funding Platform, which is grants to innovative firms as they accelerate mobility and EV investments in our state. We're going to keep the momentum going today. I'm proud to announce here at Motorbella 2021 that Michigan is on track to deploy the first wireless charging on a public road in the country. Now, we are looking for partners to develop this first of its kind road that allows vehicles to charge safely while they are in motion. Now, this game-changing new technology will help fleet operations and transit vehicles that can't afford to wait at a charging station for a long move toward EV adoption. This next generation technology that should be rolled out in a place like this, Motorbella, and of course, right here in Michigan. But it not only allows us to start to future-proof our infrastructure, it also ensures that we remain the center of electric vehicle production here in the U.S. Since 2019, we've created more than 15,000 auto manufacturing jobs in advanced mobility, and I look forward to many more opportunities. There are hardworking Michiganders who are building the future of mobility right here, right now. From GM's first fully dedicated electric vehicle assembly plant just up the road in Hamtramck, to Stellantis's plug-in hybrid Jeeps at the first new assembly plant in Detroit in 3 decades, and Ford's announcement last week that they're creating an additional 450 jobs here in Michigan to support production of the all-electric F-150, the Lightning. These are the best cars and trucks and SUVs. They're still made in Michigan by hardworking UAW workers, and we are laser focused on making investments at the state level to ensure that they have what they need as they grow here in Michigan. So today, we'll get to see some of these new Big 3 vehicles, along with vehicles from many of the 23 additional OEMs that choose to call Michigan home and are here today at Motorbella. So congratulations again to everyone who helped make this event happen and Motorbella a success. We're proud to support the event through our teams in the Michigan Economic Development Corporation and the Office of Future Mobility and Electrification. In the decades ahead, we certainly have a lot of work to do, but we are fortunate to be living at a time of both historic challenge and unprecedented opportunity. And together we're going to be successful. And so I wish everyone a great Motorbella, and thank you for giving me a few minutes of your time this morning. Thank you.
Thanks, Governor Whitmer. You know, hearing the words you sang tells you how Michigan, the Metro Detroit area, Oakland County, we're all taking a lead in this mobility. And while everybody else is sitting on the sidelines, we're making things happen, and that's what we're doing here with Motorbella and making experiential engagement with you and the public later in the week. But again, I want to thank the governor. We know everybody's on a tight schedule here, so we really appreciate you being here this morning. And I want you to stay tuned. In the next 10 minutes, we'll take a short break. Don't leave. Don't lose your seats. We're going to have Ford press conference up next, followed by a packed schedule of media events and track demonstrations, rain or shine, because that's what cars do. So stick around and have some fun. Welcome to Motorbella.